Hey guys, Sandy here. Welcome back to the channel. Today is Making with the Manufacturers Day. So the last time we did Making with the Manufacturers, we did jelly bean soup. So let's see what is after jelly bean soup. All right, awesome. So it looks like I have Junkitz next. Do you guys remember Junkitz? All right. I actually added more Junkitz to my collection recently. About a couple months ago, I was at a retreat and purchased like page kits, and there were some Junkitz in there. So I have more in here than I did before. So these are the papers. These are the Junkitz papers I had before. Let's just go over them. So this is Rhythms Papers from 2006, Classic Rock Circles, Rhythms Papers R&B Skinny Stripes, Rhythms Papers again, R&B Bubbles, the Athlete Collections from 2005, it's Athlete Stripe. This is the Girls Collections from 2005. It's the Girl Multi-Stripe, and I have two of these. And these are the ones that recently joined my collection. So 5 papers. We have Salsa Petite Plaid. These are all from 2005. Salsa Skinny Stripe and Salsa Papers. So Salsa Retro Squares. So my thing is do I use the ones that, you know, have kind of been in my stash for a minute, or do I use the ones that are older and haven't been in my stash a tremendous long time? Now, these are some bright colors for sure. These are less bright, and except for this one's pretty bright. When I would use these papers, because I had a couple of these, I would pair them with like my denim stuff that I had, like my actual denim embellishments and things. I'm not sure which papers I'm going to pick yet, guys. I'm going to go take a peek at my photos, see what I have going on, and then I will pick. It's either going to be these or like this one and maybe that one. I don't know. I gotta go see what photos I have before I make the decision on this. But those are the Junkitz papers. So, as you can see, grungy ones and not grungy ones, which is kind of crazy because I loved Junkitz. You guys, loved it. It was great stuff. Anyway, I'm gonna go grab some photos and then let's see what I can do. All right, guys, so as you can tell, I went ahead with the bright stuff from Junkitz that has only been in my stash for a few short months. But that's okay because I am still using that manufacturer and I am using some of the paper, and that makes me stupid happy. And I'm not even going to joke, stupid happy. Now, I have been bragging about how my paper has gone down tremendously, but I do have to confess, I bought some basic gray paper, and I bought about 2 inches worth. So need to get back on this Making with the Manufacturers series, because it really did and does help me use up paper. So yeah, once I get through the manufacturers, and I think this has been going on for over a year now, and I'm just on J. Once I get through the manufacturers, I plan on doing a series about working through some other supplies as well, and hopefully it won't take as long, right? So anyway, I used a white piece of cardstock for my background, And I figured that this would be good because this would give me that little pop. It would give my eye and your eye, while you're looking at it, a break from these bright neon colors. So these are like bright, grungy neon colors. They are almost, I know that they are Junkitz, but they're almost basic gray-esque papers, right? Like that's the way I'm looking at them. I added on this basil border with that pink on the edge here, and then I went ahead and decided to go ahead and put on this blue washi tape as well. This washi tape's been in my stash since the beginning. I think it's one of the very first washi tapes I ever got, and it is a good color match to what is going on in the blue kind of wonky plaid that is here. Now, the photo that I have is not a great photo. It's a photo of a menu in a dark restaurant, and the phone of my, or the shadow of my phone is on there as well. But it is a photo of the Skittles Martini. So there is a restaurant in Livermore, California, and it is called Simply Fondue. And I have scrapbooked the fondue photos in the past, and the food is delicious. The Skittles Martini makes my heart and my flavor taste buds soar, okay? So the description is strawberry vodka, coconut rum, sour apple, and watermelon puckers, white grape juice, and cranberry juice. And it is so good. It is so good. And they do a rainbow sugar rim around the top. And yeah, so I am going to go ahead and scrapbook that photo. So I also have pulled out a variety of items from my stash to use. And as you know, I'm working on, if I pull something out, I have to use at least one thing from it. I have to. And I figured that will help work through some stash as well. I am all about having stash. I am also all about working through stash so I can buy new stash, right? Like that gets me going. Using my stuff so I can buy more stuff. So anyway, I am going to do some strips behind this photo. And at first I was going to put the strips like in the middle of the photo and kind of have them almost like more photo mats. But I end up putting the strips closer to the right-hand side of the photo just because it turned out better that way in my mind. Now these are washi strips, and they're from Gossamer Blue, I believe, so from a defunct company, and I'm just going to go ahead and use these as well. So again, everything I've pulled out, I'm going to use at least something off of it. I used the photo corners, I used the washi strips, I'm going to use chipboard pieces, I'll use the letter stickers, and these other stickers as well. So totally a bright, fun, kind of crazy layout, and I'm okay with that, right? Like, I'm okay with that. I will say that I feel like my creativity is kind of coming back. I was talking to Christopher on the phone as he was driving home from work, and I was like, yeah, I said, remember when I left Target? And he was like, yeah. And I said, I felt like I got a creative bump, like my mojo came back after I left Target. And I was feeling good about my layouts, and I was doing exciting things, or what I think are exciting things. I said, and then we moved here, and I thought that my creativity was tanking because I was in a new space. It was a new room. The room, I mean, it's still a travesty, guys. Well, it's not travesty level. It's still a wreck. Like, it's not working yet. Like, I don't have the flow down. It's not working yet. But then I realized that my pages, since I left my job and started my new job, I'm really much happier with them. And I feel like I'm being more creative, and it doesn't feel like I'm phoning it in. And it's just funny to me because I scrapbook every single day, or I do something creative within the scrapbooking realm every single day because it helps me, right? Like, I feel good, I feel better, I just can't imagine. I know I was a miserable person at the end of being at my job. I know I was miserable. I just was. And like, to feel differently and to feel happier now and feeling my creativity rise again, I can't imagine how miserable I would have been if I wasn't even doing the little bit of playing with paper that I was at that time. Right? Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. I don't know. So it's just wild to me that there are many things that can influence your scrapbooking and your creativity. Because let's face it, this room could be just piles all over the floor, and if I'm happy in life, then that's not going to stifle my creativity, right? But if I'm miserable with some aspect of my life and my room's a wreck, then it just almost drowns your feelings. I hope that makes sense. And I hope I'm not getting all maudlin and like misery filled or anything with you guys. But I just wanted to share that. And I don't know. I personally feel that way. I don't know if that's how you guys have been viewing. I do know that I lost some subscribers and some people when my layout started to get a little bit more quick and easy. Because they said that that's not who I was. But anyway, I'm still a quick and easy layout person. I'm still a messy layout person. I'm still a flat layout person. I'm still a bumpy layout person. Like, all the things that I want to do, like, I want to do all the things, and that's still me. So anyway, I don't know. I guess I'm just kind of rambling since I was at work at 4:30 this morning and it is 5:18 in the afternoon. And, yeah, a little tired, but happy tired. Does that make sense? I'm happy tired. Okay. So as you can see, I'm going to layer that photo up on the strips that I did. All of that just was filler time while I was getting those strips done. I could have cut it out or I could have sped it up super fast, but, you know, whatever. I still like running my mouth, so that is definitely a thing. Now, see that big floral heart? That is a chipboard piece that came from the Paige Evans Splendid chipboard. And I did pick that up at Tuesday morning, which is funny because I picked it up at Tuesday morning before they announced that they were totally going out of business. And I was like, oh, I gotta hit a Tuesday morning before they totally go out of business. And I never even went back. So do I feel like I really missed out on anything? Probably not. I feel like, you know, I got good stuff and I'm happy with the stuff that I got. But anyway, the point of this chipboard is it's a thick chipboard. It was too thick, so I ripped off the backing of it because I wanted to put Skittles over top of it. And I needed that heart to be a little bit more flat so that I could put my letter stickers over top of it. So I thought I was going to use the white because I figured it would pop a little bit more over top of those bright, fun flowers. However, I didn't have the right letters in white, so I went ahead and used the blue, which doesn't show too great on camera, but it does show perfectly fine on real life, like using your own eyes. On your own eyes. Okay. I am going to glue everything down. I'm going to pop that heart down so that it covers up a lot of that phone shadow that's on the photo. And I don't know if you can hear me, or, well, obviously you can hear me. Don't know if you could hear, Christopher just pulled up and was pulling the trash cans up into the house area. Okay. So now I am going to go ahead and finish off my title. My title is going to say, Life is a Skittles Martini. Because, you know, they're good stuff. So that's what I'm using those yellow letter stickers there. It does overlap the photo as well. I'm also going to use these little black and white tile letter stickers, and these are super old from October afternoon. So I get them down, and then after I get the title down, I am going to work on some embellishing. Right, now let's see if I can remember what I was saying, because I paused the voiceover because Christopher came home. All right, so I am using some liquid adhesive to get some stuff stuck down, and I am pulling off most of the layers of that chipboard because it's so thick, right? Like, it is so thick. It is a thick chipboard. So we're just going to make sure that I get these little word phrases down, and that I'm going to make sure that I use something from every single thing that I pulled out. So that is the goal. And I don't know what I was doing just a second ago. Who in the world knows? But there I am. I did not actually pull off all the layers of the gold heart because I felt like that was okay to be a little bit higher. These are some really old LA Studio puffy stickers, and I put down the one that says "Let's Eat," and I get it, it's a Skittles Martini and technically you drink it, but I feel like it's totally appropriate since it is at the fondue place, and this layout will be with the other fondue layouts, right? Like, it's not like I'm gonna separate it in any kind of big way. So now I decide that the right-hand side of this photo is looking awful naked. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that floral chipboard, and I'm going to pull the chipboard off of that one too. And the reason why I pulled the chipboard off of that one was because I either needed to do that and just put a little bit of pop foam on there to get it to be level, or I needed to leave it fully intact and put a whole lot of pop foam on there to make it be level. And I decided I wasn't dealing with that, so I just did the little bit of pop foam. Now these puffy stickers, as you can see, I am putting some up there as well. I pulled out these cork stickers without really looking at the words that they said, so I ended up using this cork circular sticker that says "fantastic." And I hate when they break up words like this. It's just not my jam, you guys. But I pulled it out and I needed something off of that sheet, so that's what I went with. I also put down the that's not chipboard, Sandy, the cork arrow pointing to "Life Is." There is a puffy sticker that looks like a little bit of a fruit, and I thought, this is so perfect for a Skittles Martini. So I've got that down as well. I'm not exactly sure what else is going to go on this layout, but I'm looking there and my fingers are touching places where I think something needs to go. So I went ahead and pulled out another one of those gold hearts, and I'm going to ensure that that stays stuck down to the layout with some Nouveau Deluxe adhesive. We'll get a couple more of these puffies down there, just because why not? And then I'm going to pull in another one of those LA Studio words. It says "Yum," so I put that there too. And then the last thing I'm going to do is add a little bit of Ornament Gold Chroma Mist from Brutus Monroe. I just love that gold mist. I'm gonna sprinkle it, and then that will do it for this layout. Hopefully I'm going to sprinkle it. There is Ornament Gold Chroma Mist on this layout, so I hope I sprinkled it on camera. Yep, there we go. It's almost empty. I need to order a new one. All right, I need to put that on my little post-it note list of things to order from Brutus Monroe. Okay, the Ornament Gold Chroma Mist is on there now, so that is my making with the manufacturers for the manufacturer Junkitz. Let me know in the comments below if you have these papers in your stash, or you had them in your stash, or if you got any other cool old Junkitz papers, because I think, what were these from, guys? 2005, 2006? That's a long time ago. All right, that's going to do it for this video. Thanks you so much for watching, and I will see you guys again real soon for another video.